You think get a strap? I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. Welcome to episode 28 of the Strap Season Podcast. I'm bugging already. I'm your boy Cam.
I'm your boy Flows.
And just before we get started, you know the usual drill. Check us out on all the DSPs. That's Spotify, that's Apple Podcasts, that's Google Podcasts. Check us out on the YouTube as well. If YouTube is more of your thing. Yeah, subscribe, comment, like, share. Get our views up, man. Keep getting our views up, man. Hit the link in our bio and our Twitter. Yeah, hit the link in our bio and our Twitter and Instagram to sort of get a feel of where we are, where we're situated at, and yeah, go for it. How have you been though, bro? How have you been? You been good?
Yeah. Managing. I'll say that.
Would you say it's been a bit? Yeah, I've been good. It's been a bit of a, I would say, slow week for boxing, kind of slow. I can't really say that there wasn't any. We did have some action of the weekend, but it wasn't anything too like major. If that makes sense. Yeah. It wasn't any blockbuster fights. But this is the sport that keeps on giving, and I'll say there's quite a few talking points that's happened over the past week, especially with regards to the weekend's action. So let's dive straight in.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the fights first that went down. Okay. I'd say two fights I had my eye on the weekend. One was a women's fight. Let's start with Claressa Shields. She's on her bid to sort of make history, and she's a self-crowned GWOAT. That's great all time. And she has once again, she keeps on doing it. Claressa Shields keeps on making history. She's a real history maker. And her victory on the weekend has now made her a two-time undisputed world champion, which is insane. So she's won all the belts at, I believe it's light middleweight. Yeah. And she's now collected all the belts at middleweight.
In 11 fights.
I just pause there just to fathom how mad that is. All 4 belts in 2 separate weight classes in 11 fights. On top of 2 gold medals, I think 2 Olympic gold medals she has as well.
2 world championships, I think, as well.
2 world champions. It's just wow. What a fighter.
She really is the GWOAT. And when you look at the undisputed fighters we've had in history.
I'm not even going to argue with her saying she's the GWOAT. She is the GWOAT. There's no... I can't argue with that because that is insane. And she's constantly just, I guess, going up and down weight classes, fighting the best, fighting champions, and beating them up, to be honest, beating them quite easily. I can't remember the lady that she fought on this weekend, but it was another easy victory. Claressa, just superior technically, superior speed, superior everything, really. And it was easy for her. It was really easy for her. And this was in front of a home crowd in Flint, Michigan, I believe it is. Yeah. She put on a show for her home fans. So congrats to her.
I think that was an all-women's card as well, pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to give Claressa Shields a credit. I mean, only lost 1 fight, amateur and pro.
Yeah.
I guess we know what we want to see next now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, obviously, I think because of the fact that she's only lost 1 fight ever, the question's always put to her after she wins, it's normally asked of her, but sometimes she jumps out and says it as well. But she really wants to avenge that loss. The loss was to UK's own Savannah Marshall. who is currently a world champion at super middleweight, I believe. Super middle, yes. Savannah's currently at super middle. So, yeah, that question was posed again. Claressa obviously didn't hold back. She's never one to bite her tongue. She came out and said it like she said, Savannah Marshall can't fuck with me. That's literally word for what she said. She said she would absolutely batter Savannah Marshall, and Savannah's running scared. And yeah, she basically just told Eddie Hearn to put the bread up. She said Eddie Hearn put up 250K last time, which wasn't enough. She wants 500K or 750K if possible. So yeah, she said Eddie Hearn put the bread up, and Claressa will destroy Savannah. So yeah,
what do you think about that? What do you think about those comments?
About what?
You reckon she will destroy Savannah?
Boy, I wouldn't say destroy. No, I think Savannah is really good, and Savannah is a lot bigger than her and heavier handed as well. I think the skill goes to Claressa for me, but obviously the heavy handedness would help. Would definitely play a factor. It'd be interesting to see where that fight takes place. They might need to catch weight. They might need to catch weight, you know, because I don't think. I mean, I'm sure Claressa could go up, but she's naturally a lot smaller than Savannah. So yeah, and Savannah has come down to, before she went and fought at super middle, she has been at middle before. So it'd be interesting to see where that fight takes place. But I'll give it to Claressa. I'll rather Claressa on that one for now.
I like Savannah, bro.
But I do like Savannah a lot. I think she's really, really good. I think it's one of those ones where now your Alexa going off, huh? Yeah, I think it's one of the ones where we'll see, because obviously Claressa's got a lot more experience, I think, as compared to Savannah. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, just interesting to see how that plays out. Another thing they asked her as well was the interview asked her if she is intrigued at fighting Katie Taylor, maybe dropping down a weight class to fight Katie Taylor. Claressa basically said that's not obviously. She said Katie Taylor is not what she's scared of. It's the weight cut that is the issue. She said Katie Taylor is no issue. She thinks she would smoke Katie Taylor as well. She said that straight up. But it's just her whether she can make that weight. And she said for her to even contemplate doing that, she needs at least $1 million. So
what weight's Katie Taylor? Welter.
Walter, yeah. Right now, I think Katie's at Walter. Yeah. And obviously, Claressa is. Obviously, yesterday I think she fought at middleweight, but she has the lowest she's been is light middleweight. So yeah, it could possibly be made once again, but yeah, for Claressa said for her, I think she probably want Katie to come up to her as opposed to her going down. I guess it's always tougher trying to cut weight. So, but once again, I just want to give all the flowers to Claressa, man.
She's funny. You see what she said when she said she reckons she could beat a lot of these male boxers. She said she could beat Sean Porter. Yep. I love the confidence.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like about her, man. She talks a lot, but she damn well backs it up. And that's commendable to me. If you can talk, make sure you're walking. And she definitely is walking. She's running, man. It's interesting as well, because I do know with her camps and stuff, she spars men a lot. She does a lot of sparring work with men. I think she said that's something that I guess gives her the edge over these other females. Is just the fact that she can hang in there with the men when it's sparring and whatnot. So, did you notice though? Did you notice that fight was a pay-per-view fight?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I think you touched pay-per-view. You touched upon it last week, didn't you? Interesting. I'll like to see how that did numbers wise.
I think there was a lot of support for it. I know a lot of people pushing it. So yeah, hopefully it done well. But yeah, I just think, like you said, I think Savannah Marshall will take. Well, I think Savannah Marshall takes it if they meet in the ring.
Depends. The heavy-handedness, yeah. Do you think we'll get her?
Yeah, and
she's size. Skilled as well. Yeah, and the size.
She's very skilled. I think the skills a big factor in it. Savannah Marshall is very skilled. I just reckon it'll depend on the occasion. If the occasion gets to Savannah Marshall, she's quite shy, the silent assassin as they call her.
Yeah.
If it's like in front of a huge crowd, big main event, will she crumble? Because Olympics, she didn't do anything in the Olympics. No. I think it was the same thing. The occasion may have got to her.
Yeah, she has a very shy demeanor, doesn't she? Very, very shy. Yeah.
but she can box and she can bang. So that's the fight I want to see.
Yeah.
But right now, if it was no crowds kind of thing, outside of Savannah Marshall still.
Yeah, that's interesting. Two different styles, I guess. Claressa is a lot more, I think, leans more of a technicalness in her movement, which she will definitely need against Savannah, because Savannah's, for a woman, you don't really see many knockouts out of the division, but I think Savannah's won majority of her fights by knockout. So she's super heavy-handed. Super heavy-handed. So yeah, that fight, that's all we want to see next for Claressa, to be honest. I'm more interested in the Savannah Marshall fight than the Katie Taylor fight.
So, Claressa still was trying to move to the MMA as well.
Yeah, she's having an MMA fight. She said hopefully by June, it should be confirmed. She's trying to get out by June. So that's what she's on, man. And hats off to her once again. Hats off to her, man. She is the GWOAT. Another fight that went down the weekend. Tony Yoka back in action, back on his campaign trail. Did you catch that fight?
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to get a good look at Tony Yoka. I'm trying to get a good look at him and see.
What are your thoughts on him so far? Or what have you noticed?
Techniques there, you can see the amateur pedigree. You see he's a boxing head.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's explosive enough. I think when I'm obviously trying to...
What do you mean by that? Elaborate on that.
Well, when he throws, I don't think he's hurting these guys badly. I don't think he has the one punch of dazing guys. It's acute. Yeah, I don't think he's dazing guys with one punch where it's like, I'm scared to be tagged by this guy.
Right.
And I don't think he's, like when you look at someone like Tank where he throws and like, you don't want to get hit with too many of those. Yeah. Or AJ, you don't want to get hit with too many of those.
Facts.
With him, it's like, you could take it. And he's there to be hit as well. He's there to be hit. Obviously, I mean, watching the fight, the Dzeko guy, I think Yoka was a massive favorite. This guy weren't meant to do anything. But there were portions in there where Dzeko was hanging with him. Yeah, like he I don't know what my man was trying. My man was trying to shoulder roll at times. I don't know what he was trying, but I don't know. It looks like that Dzeko had a big build, big physique.
Yeah, he was big. Yeah.
So he was a big guy.
Muscular. Yeah,
very muscular. So it was like, okay, this is a good style of opponent to see you against. But I mean, Yoka done his thing. He pieced him up. He got him out of there.
Yeah.
But, I think Yoka was just tired of eating punches. It's not that he was actually hurt. The stoppage was him just turning his back and shaking his head. And the ref was like, he's done. It went like, he was.
It was 12th round, wasn't it? Last round.
Yeah, it was last round. He had enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're not gonna get Tyson Fury or AJ saying they've had enough, big man.
Yeah.
Because they'll be firing back and they'll be firing back with a lot more than what Dzeko was firing back with. So I'd like to see more of Yoka, but right now I can't pit him against the big dogs in that division. So we'll see if he keeps improving.
If you're comparing someone like Hrgović, for example, do you see more of a scarier guy in Hrgović as opposed to Yoka?
Yeah, I think Hrgović is scarier.
Right.
Maybe Yoka has the better technique, but Hrgović is definitely the more, dangerous. Like if he lands, it looks like you'll feel it a lot more.
Yeah. It is interesting with Yoka because the fights I watch of him, he tends to, dominate his opponent. I guess so I think what I want to see from him next is fight obviously guys of a better quality. Because I keep seeing him dominate these guys. And I agree with you. There's just something missing. Something that's just a bit of a killer missing maybe. So maybe as he goes up in levels in terms of opposition, we get to see what he's about properly. Guys that won't just lie down for him. And guys will look to engage him as well and test him too. I think that's what's next for him. He's got great fundamentals. When he wants to use it, the jab is nice, solid. He's long. I think there's a heavyweight in there. There's definitely a good fighter in there. It just needs to, step up the levels now so we can see a bit more of his game. It's interesting. His wife was also a boxer. She was on the card as well. She won.
Yeah.
She's also a gold medalist. For instance, they got a nice little boxing power couple, both of them. I think they're both chasing world titles, both gold medalists. it's interesting. I think they usually fight on each other's cards, so that's quite nice. But yeah, it was the opponent he was just a body, really. Like you said, he hung in there in portions, but overall, it was quite comfortable for him, for Yoka. And the guy just gave up in the end. So that was that. But yeah, we've got to keep an eye on him, to be fair. He's not the finished prospect by any chance.
Yeah.
Still only he's about 27, 28, I think. So he's still got a lot of time to make an impression. And that's only his 10th fight, I believe, or 10th or 11th fight. So
we'll see a lot more of him. He's definitely a big prospect.
It's just good that he's active now. He's getting active again, and he's fighting multiple times. I guess he's looking to fight multiple times a year. So yeah, that's what we want to see from him.
Yeah.
I guess that's it with the fights that went down. I want to touch upon that the news that broke, or just I guess in news articles that sort of broke within the boxing world over the past week. And the main one I want to talk about, to be honest, I want to get into it straight away. We've got that announcement now, 22nd of May. We've got another undisputed fight for all the marbles, all the belts on the line. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
It's finally been made. We knew it was close. They're both on top rank. Over the past couple of weeks, they've been saying it's inching closer and closer. Announcement's finally been done. It's happening 22nd of May. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
That's a big fight. It's a great fight, in fact.
I think Scotland are about to have a undisputed world champion.
Oh, you sided with Taylor just like that?
I sided with him time ago.
Okay,
When I think we spoke about this last year, of when it does happen, who do I side? I've always favored Taylor for this one. I like Ramirez. Ramirez is good.
Yeah.
You have two belts. You can't be food. Ramirez is very good. But yeah, man, I've been since that O'Hara Davies piecing up, since he's from O'Hara, I've been on Taylor like raw. Like this guy is really, really good. Like I can see what the hype is, because obviously I knew he had the hype behind him. All the Scots were saying that he's the next big thing. Obviously, he did well at the Commonwealth Games as well, and he had a very good amateur background. But I never really watched him properly. It was until obviously the O'Hara Davies fight when I got a proper look at him, and I was a fan from that day. I said, yeah, he's it. He's got it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, he handled himself so well in that boxing super series, won it against tough opposition. That fight with Regis Prograis was a fight and a half. Real close, tough fight between two world-class operators. And he's gone from strength to strength. And yeah, I think I think he's going to beat Ramirez. I really do.
I have to agree with you. They're both dogs. They're both dogs in there. So it's going to be a brilliant fight. I know that one for a fact. Yeah. I worry if Ramirez will just rise to the occasion, maybe. I don't know. I think just Taylor don't fold.
Nah.
So I've got to side with him.
Yeah.
But it's what we want to see.
Yeah.
These undisputed fights happening and the best fighting the best. And that's what we're getting. Yeah,
100%. I really look forward to it. I think May's going to have a lot of good fights in May, I think. Obviously, Cinco de Mayo, we know Canelo's fighting BJ Saunders.
Yeah.
I mean, May's shaping up to be a nice month for boxing, man. Real nice month. So I look forward to that, man. I really do look forward to that. There was also news, I don't know if you saw, but obviously we're keeping the needle on undisputed fights. Apparently, the AJ Fury fight is basically a done deal now. I feel like we hear this every time, but Bob Aarons come out and said it's done. I think Eddie Hearns said, yeah, it's done. They just got to sign now. They keep teasing us, man. They need to hurry up and announce this, bro. They both need to hurry up and sign. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that.
We just need a date. That's what we need. Once we have that date, give us a date and say it's done, and then we can
put us out of our misery, man. We're wait gagging for this, man. Pause. But yeah. But yeah, man, I keep hearing it's close. It's basically done deal. I heard this for Wada, bro. So I ain't trusting anything until I see the official announcement. Comunicado oficial. But yeah,
they're probably planning how they want to announce it. They want to probably do some mad announcement and all this and that.
What do you reckon for venue? Do you reckon America or one of these Arab countries?
One of these Arab countries, whoever puts up the most money.
I think so. Yeah, I think something like if it's an undisputed thing, I know the Arabs ain't gonna play. They're not gonna mess around, especially when they're probably getting full crowds over there as well. So yeah, it won't be surprising if it's not in. It won't be surprising if it's in Saudi Arabia or something like Qatar or something like that. So yeah, which is fair enough as long as we get something. I
don't think they want to take any risks with crowds over in the US and whatnot and all this. They want full capacity guaranteed.
Yeah.
And the Saudis won't play. They'll have a massive production behind everything. So
facts. Yeah.
I reckon that would be the first fight. Maybe we can see a second fight.
Either in America or the UK.
Yeah, I think
obviously COVID allowing, like say everything's okay. Probably not, but say fingers crossed everything is. We probably see second fight in, I think, UK or US.
Once again, down to bread.
To be honest, they might have a trilogy thing planned. So if they get first fight's a draw, next fight's you never know.
Yeah, I reckon maybe the last ones will be in the UK or something. Still the deal. I know one of them's retiring after that. They would have made too much bread after they've done and dusted all their fights.
Trust.
They're calling it a day.
No motivation to sort of prove anything. You've got all 4 belts or even the loser could retire. To be fair, I mean that's what 2 back-to-back $100 million fights or whatever. Yeah, man, you ain't got to go training no more, man.
Bro, they're gonna be brethren after. You see them smiling in pictures next to each other.
Rob the bank together.
Bro, they're gonna be so happy after that fight. You're gonna see them probably saying, "Oh yeah, it's an honor." Watch them. They're gonna be shameless with it as well. After promoting the fight with all the beef they have, afterwards they're gonna be best of friends.
Yeah, that is so true. I hear that. Boy, apart from that, did you see the? Actually, no. Let's we'll go with the Haney Lomachenko back and forth on Twitter.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny. I love to see it. That's what we need to see.
However, so actually, do you want to sort of like talk the listeners through in terms of like who started it and what was basically said in a nutshell?
Yeah, I think what's it? Devin Haney tweeted, "Where's Loma at?" Which is, if you know the background between them.
Yeah, they've been.
Lomachenko previously had Devin Haney's belt.
Yeah,
which was what was it? Was it WBC?
Yeah,
I think it was the WBC belt, and he got elevated to franchise champion. So Lomachenko got elevated to franchise.
Yeah,
and then Devin Haney had the belt, so he didn't fight for the belt. He just got given it.
That's why Teofimo calls him the email champion.
That's why he gets a lot of stick for, and he's called the email champion. He's not a real champion because he didn't fight for his belt. It got sent to him. So now, personally, I thought if Devin Haney wants to be considered a real champion, he should just fight Lomachenko. So it's good to see him call out and ask, "Where's Loma at?" Loma replied
on smoke.
On smoke, he said, "I think something along the lines of, I'm waiting for you because you don't really have any real fights. You're always waiting and this, that."
Yeah. Along those lines, I'm waiting. Something that you're used to or something like that. Yeah.
And then Haney replied, "Hating's not good for you. You saw what happened in the last fight," alluding to the fact that Lomachenko took 6 rounds to get going.
Facts.
So they were having this back and forth, and I think it ended on the lines of Haney saying, "I'm ready, end of April, May."
Yeah.
And Loma saying, "Perfect." So we almost had a verbal agreement on Twitter that they're looking to fight end of April and the start of May.
However,
we
both know that in boxing, a verbal agreement means nothing. It means nothing. Because they're not the ones making the fights.
Yep.
And I guess shortly afterwards, I'm seeing reports from Mike Coppinger, his sources saying that Haney is in deep talks with Jorge Linares to fight at 135, obviously. And Haney's come out and confirmed this by saying, "Yeah, this is true." I can't, obviously he said, Bob Arum doesn't want to feed me Lomachenko, so Linares will have to do for now. So it's looking like all that back and forth was once again for nothing because Haney is going to go ahead and fight Linares. I think it's probably easy to make as well because Linares, if I'm not mistaken, is a Golden Boy fighter.
Yeah.
So obviously shared platform, DAZN, easy to make.
His nickname Golden Boy as well.
Yeah, and his nickname is Golden Boy. Yeah. So and he's a Golden Boy fighter. It's funny, ironic, but yeah. So it looks like that mouth-watering, I guess, prospect of Lomachenko and Haney finally getting it on, because that's been talked about for a long time, isn't going to happen anytime soon, especially if he fights Ramirez instead, which is still a great matchup. Ramirez is still a great fighter.
Very good fight.
It's not the fight we want to see. We've been calling for Lomachenko, Haney, so that's a shame. I'll still tune into to Haney Linares. That's a great fight, man. But it's annoying how all this talk and sort of no action.
It's Bob Arum, man. Bob Arum said
Uncle Bob. What's he saying?
He said he wanted to. I think he suggested that he'll wait till Devin Haney's a free agent before they can confirm that one. So
what?
If buts and maybes. If I don't know why. I don't know what he thinks.
Is he on this screwhead Eddie Hearn thing again?
I don't know. I think sometimes he just talks. He likes to, like we said before. He likes to think he's the boss. They just dictate to his clients what's going to happen with their careers. He said, "No, we'll wait till David Haney's a free agent." But
I don't know about that one.
And I've heard David Haney's recently said Eddie Hearn's the best promoter in the world. So
yeah, I saw that. I mean, Haney seems super happy at Matchroom. Hearn's making him a lot of bread. Hearn's making him a lot of bread. So he ain't looking to move anytime soon. I promise you that. But yeah, at least it's good to see a pulse from Lomachenko. No, because obviously I concur with Haney, right? Where is Loma? What's he been doing? Where's he been? He hasn't really been tweeting. We haven't been seeing him in the public eye. Like, what's my man on? And my man replied with a smoke, which is good to see. Like, he's still active. He's still looking to get in. Obviously, I know he ain't wiped them tweets himself. the guy. I wonder who had his phone that night. But yeah, it's good to see that Lomachenko is still got a heartbeat, and he's still not looking to take disrespect. So that's what I want to see. And he did say that, the whole franchise thing, because obviously Haney implied that Loma was the reason the franchise thing happened. He applied for it. And Lomachenko was quick to say, that wasn't my decision. That wasn't me. I didn't choose to do that. So obviously we know who really chose to do that. Uncle Bob, I don't think Uncle Bob wanted to fight Haney at all. Or especially he didn't have a moment in time anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to see because both sides are saying different things regarding who requests as franchise champion, but it don't matter as long as these guys fight at the end of the day.
Trust.
I definitely think Haney needs to fight Lomachenko to just clear the question marks around the whole email champion thing.
Yeah,
because fighting George Linares, that's a great fight, but it's not the fight. If you fight the former champion and beat him, then you can say, boom, okay, now I've got the belt, and you can take that to go see Teofimo Lopez, kind of thing.
And the thing is, fighting Linares, like I said, it's a good fight, but we know if he wins, we know what's going to happen straight away. But he got smoked by Loma, or Loma made this guy quit. You know how it would go. Like Linares,
you still need to see Lomachenko.
You still got to see him, regardless. You just beat the guy that he's already beaten. So what you haven't moved anywhere. So
but it's experience for him because he's had like 27 fights and his best name is Gamboa.
Yeah.
And I get it. People have been ducking him. I get it. People have been ducking Devin Haney.
Yeah.
But fight George Linares, great name. Fight Lomachenko. If you can beat him, then Teofimo has no option but to see you, kind of thing. You've earned your stripes now.
Exactly. Yeah. Because Teo's sitting pretty. He hasn't really got to fight him at the moment.
But the caveat with him is that I've got the belt you want because you've got the franchise champion. I've got the belt that you really need.
Yeah.
And so it just answers the question marks that way. And you earned it. So
I hear that. But touching upon, since we're on sort of fights that we didn't want to see, I want to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Good old Gervonta, eh? Reports are coming in that he's agreed to fight. What's this guy's name? Something Barrios. Barrios, yeah, at 140 pounds for Barrios's WBA regular strap. Mario Barrios. Where to start with this one? I mean, it's a good fight. I mean, I'm looking at on paper, it's a nice like Barrios undefeated. WBA regular champion, very commendable, good boxer, cool. But it's not who we want to see Tank fighting. And do you know what this move smells? I'll tell you what this move reeks of.
What?
It reeks of Mayweather Promotions.
Yep, exactly.
Milking their cash cow. Fam, we said it as well, and we said it. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it, and it's just annoying because it's actually playing out right before our very eyes. They're going to milk the hell out of Tank. They won't have him fighting anyone we want to see him fight. He's a PPV star.
Or they're trying to make him one. I wouldn't call him a star.
Okay, I'll say he's on the cusp. I'll say he's on the cusp because he does put a lot of bums on seats.
He's had one pay-per-view fight, right? He's
yeah.
So and he done okay. He didn't do as well as Spence, but he done okay.
Yeah. But they're trying to build him up into being a PPV star. So they're gonna have him fighting decent, credible guys, but not the top guys because they're trying to preserve his own and that stardom around him. So this is why I was so adamant that we're not gonna see Tank anytime soon against the guys like Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez or Devin Haney or even Lomachenko. We're not. No time soon. That's not what they've got a business plan with Tank, and they're exercising it right now before our very eyes. What business? Why is he going up to 140 now?
What they want to do is just give this guy free division title holder, free weight division holder. Just build up his resume in that sense with not almost like stat padding him. Like, okay,
it is stat padding. It's cherry picking. Let's be real.
Because I used to jump 2 weight classes just to avoid the guys we want to see you fight. Trust. The other big names, let's put it that way, the other big names that we want to see you fight. Because they want to build him up to be some super A side and say, he's a free weight champion.
Yep.
And I don't even count the regular as a real belt. So
the thing is, they will. Yeah, it's not even the real, it's the regular belt, ladies and gentlemen, the regular belt. So that's like
the super.
That's like the junior, like the junior championship.
It's like an interim belt.
Yeah, it really is. So he's not even fighting. Well, okay, obviously we know who the 2 guys at 140. So it's Josh Taylor and Ramirez. So they're both fighting. That's agreed upon. So, but we know now that obviously, even if, for example, let's say Josh Taylor wins, right, and says he wants to stay at 140 because Tank is there. Tank is not going to then go and fight Josh Taylor. Hell no. Yeah, absolutely. He's going to skedaddle back to 135 or 130. He's not going to hang around to fight the real guy. It's just a quick, let's grab this regular belt and say that, he's a free division world champion. And then that's it. That's his place in history. Youngest free division world champion ever or whatever. You know how Bruno says he's a 4-weight world champion and it's like, who did you beat? That kind of thing. Like, that's what's going down here. And it's just annoying. Especially when you see Tank entertaining, I'm going to smoke Ryan Garcia or I'm going to... he gets involved with the back and forth on Twitter.
He loves it.
He loves the back and forth. But it's not... We're not seeing the results in the ring. In the sense that he's not getting in the ring with these guys. So what's the point?
They're just trying to build him up. They're trying to build my man up, make him face certain champions, pick it. And it's annoying because Mayweather's come out and said previously that there's too many belts in boxing. There's a regular belt here, there's regular belt here, there's interim, there's franchise. And here you are, your main star. It's got 1 regular belt already, and it's chasing another regular belt.
Come on, man. We know Mayweather's a when it's for himself, he's gonna go against everything he says. We know. Come on, man. We know what Mayweather's on. It's very jarring, to be honest, because it's almost at the point where we might as well discount Trank. You know how we got the, I'd say quartet, but let's say quintet if we're going to include Lomachenko, right?
Yeah. We
might as well discard Tank from that list, to be honest, because he's not going to get in the ring with any of these guys anytime soon. He really isn't. He really, really isn't.
I think it's all the same. I don't think Ryan Garcia is either. I think
Oscar De La Hoya is going to do the same thing. You think De La Hoya? Do you think that? Well, at least they look. Like you see Mayweather actually avoiding, or Ellaby actually avoiding when they say, what about tanking this guy?
Yeah.
And they were like, Ellaby will try and like weasel his way out of it. But we see De La Hoya actually saying now that, let's make the fight. I want him to fight Tank. I want him to fight this.
That's true.
That's why I have more faith in De La Hoya in putting Ryan in with people that we want to see him with. as opposed to Team Mayweather actively come out and say literally more or less, yeah, not going to happen anytime soon, or their profile isn't high enough yet. What? That's what they love saying. So it's just annoying because we know what's happening, man. We've seen it before.
It's annoying, but we'll see what happens. I don't think any of these guys will have a. Well, it's a good. It should be a good fight, but it's just not the fight.
It's a fight. I'm intrigued because this guy. I'm looking at dimensions, for example. This guy's a lot bigger than Tank. Tank's about 5'5". This guy's 5'10".
Yeah,
longer reach, brings an undefeated record. But from what I can see, he's a bit flat-footed and a bit stationary. But we'll see how Tank adapts to being at 140. It's just obviously currently he's at 130 technically, and he's got the 135 regular belt, hasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, it's just we've earmarked where we want to see Tank, and it's just knowing that he's not there. Frustrating to see, really frustrating. And he'll go and knock this guy out, for example, and the tongues will start wagging again, and the same old story of, oh yeah, Tank beats everyone at 135 and this. But we can't say that because he's not in the mix.
Yeah.
He's not in the mix with these guys. So what can we say? He technically hasn't had a fight at 135, has he?
I think Gamboa was at 135.
Was Gamboa? You sure? Not 130?
I think it was at 135. Yeah, I think he's had one fight at 135.
Fair. Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. It's just a bit annoying, to be honest. Just a bit annoying. Because I've got high hopes for Tank as well. So
yeah, but like we said, we've got time on our side with these guys. They're still young.
Yeah,
they can't avoid each other forever.
They can't. Well, they better not. If not, that's shameful. That is shameful. They do.
Teofimo is the one who's showing the hunger because after 16 fights, Comey, Lomachenko, whoever else. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to keep chasing big fights anyway. So he's not playing around.
Honda, yeah, for sure.
And he's not letting these promoters dictate to him what he's going to do as well.
And one thing, actually, I'm seeing, obviously, looking at forums and stuff, obviously, people say now Tank is, he's going up and down weight class, picking the champions and stuff. And people are there saying, but this is the same thing Canelo's doing. Keep the same energy. No, it's not.
No.
Let's iron it out right now. It isn't what Canelo's doing. We're seeing Canelo fight. We're seeing Canelo unify. Fight other champions, first of all. Tank has never done that.
Yeah.
Canelo's like what, testing the waters, for example, to see if he can hang, and then going for it. That's what he's doing. Different model.
Yeah, he's not playing around.
Yeah,
let's relax with that one. He's really like, we thought he was playing around going to super
light heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, even super middleweight, we thought he was playing around because he fought Rocky Fielding, and we thought, better go back to where, because we've said before, he's either too small for middleweight.
He is, yeah.
We saw him go to super middle, then we saw him do light heavy.
Yeah.
And he's decided, okay, super middleweight is where I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
He's unifying there immediately.
Yeah.
So he ain't playing around. It's not like
he's not playing around. He's not doing, because if Tank goes serious, he'll win this 140 regular belt and then fight the winner of Ramirez Taylor if he's serious about. But that's not. Of course not. We know that's not happening.
We know that's not happening.
That's never happening. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But I'm tuning in regardless. I'm going to tune in regardless.
Yeah, I'll tune in.
I want to touch upon what's coming up this week in terms of for boxing.
A few fights on.
Yeah. David Benavidez is back.
Okay.
In action. I'm not sure the guy he's fighting. I don't think it's anyone credible like that. I'm guessing it's just a fight for him to sort of get back in the swing of things. Do you see Benavidez as, obviously he's in that 168 division, he's highly rated and whatnot. Obviously he hasn't got a belt, so I guess he isn't on Canelo's radar like that. But is he someone you think might be able to upset the apple cart anytime? Well, not really.
He's one of the guys in the mix. I'll say he's one of the guys in the mix. He's big.
Yep.
He's strong. I like him. But once again, I don't see any of these guys beating Canelo. That's simple.
Same.
Not that they're not good fighters.
Yeah.
I think Canelo's a different level, really and truly. But Benavidez is good. He's talking a lot. He's saying he'll stop Canelo.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's saying that.
Yeah.
I like the confidence, but
yeah,
I'm not too sure about that one still because certain man have tried to stop him and it couldn't. But
yeah,
I'd like to see that fight.
I'll 100% entertain that fight. Benavidez is good, very entertaining to watch as well. Offensively, really, really nice to watch. Yeah, it's got the size, got the strength. Yeah, but I'm in agreement with you, to be honest. I don't see anyone at 160, 168 handling Canelo, to be fair. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what shape he's in, I guess, and see what he's like against this guy. I'm guessing it's a guy he's meant to impress against, so we'll see how he does. But yeah, I guess it's good to see him back fighting. Hopefully they can have him fighting regularly. Yeah. And he's put the past issues with like weight issues and just ill discipline behind him, and he's focused. Because I guess previously he's had issues with like making weight and just not being focused enough, and drugs as well. I think did he get done for cocaine? I think he did. You know, I think he tested positive for coke once. I think something mad like that. Yeah.
The Benavidez was a crazy man. He's probably get shot. His
bro was a madman as well.
Oh, nuts.
yeah. But another fight, big fight, I guess. Chocolatito versus Estrada 2. Quite a big card, right? As well.
Yeah. I mean, the two main fights that cards are going to be explosive, man. If they're any, cause it's almost like a rematch card.
Rematch card, yeah.
Yeah. Estrada Chocolatito first fight was mad exciting.
Yeah.
That was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But then good to see them back at it. Obviously, the McCaskill Breakhouse fight is on that card as well.
That's going to be mad.
That's going to be mad as well. So we've got like 3 title fights on that card, which is rare to see in boxing. You get the main event as a title fight, but then 3 title fights with the major governing body belts on the line. One's an undisputed fight, one's a unification fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be tuning in just because we've got to support things like that when we sit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with you. I already know the Chocolatito Estrada fight should be a cracker.
Yeah.
Those little guys come to fight and they bang out. So fast pace from round 1.
I will say, based on the last fight, if Estrada comes to box and make it boring, he's won.
Yeah,
because Chocolatito, he's a stalker. He's got the power punching. He'll break you down.
Canelo of that division, kind of in a way. Not Canelo, the Triple G kind of that.
Yeah,
that style of stalking you and just breaking you down with power shots. Yeah.
But Estrada like boxes and moves, but he likes to play in the pocket and exchange and get his combos off as well.
Yep.
If he wants to make it boring, he's won it.
I think it'll be explosive though, you know.
Yeah, he'll come to fight.
I just have a feeling it'll be explosive at Mexican Pride as well. I reckon it's going to be super explosive. I'm excited for that one. And yeah, McCaskill Breakhouse should be a cracker as well. We'll see if Breakhouse, obviously she's motivated for revenge.
Yeah. See
what kind of shape she's in. And I mean, this could be it for her. If she doesn't win this, if she doesn't get back, that could be the end of a incredible career, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
But she's near 40s now, I think, isn't she? Breakhouse. Yeah, she's old. I mean, what a career she's had. That long undefeated record. Yeah, she's 39 now. So that long undefeated streak, which was insane. But yeah, this could be the end of it, or end of a line if she doesn't win this. So a lot riding on that one.
I'm riding with her. I said it last time. I'll stuck my neck out. I think she'll. You
think she's gonna get back?
Yeah. I think she's getting back. Just down to skill. Really.
Yeah.
But then it's the problem with 2-minute rounds is like McCaskill can get off hard work for 2 minutes and do that for the 10 rounds. I think it's a 10-round fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for 10 rounds, 2-minute rounds, she can impose her style and do it effectively. Mm-hmm. But just Breakhouse has got to be slick and stick to what she does best, I guess. But it'll be interesting. It was a close fight last time, so
very close. Yeah,
it was a close fight last time. Depends. We'll see how this one goes, but I know it's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in. And the other title fight, Kayaguchi versus Vega. I don't really know too much about Kayaguchi, to be fair. But yeah, I know he's the flyweight champion. WBA, I think. From what I can tell, I think the opponent isn't meant to be anyone that's meant to give him too much trouble. But I swear the opponent's Mexican.
Yeah, if he is, we know
if he is Mexican, he can't be. He's Mexican, so he can't be taken lightly. Already, he can't be taken lightly if he's Mexican. So he's going to come to fight. We've seen a lot of Mexican upsets recently, so this could be another one. It's a matchroom card, so you never know.
The Japanese dons dominate those lighter divisions, man. The light flyweight, they don't have to scrap.
Yeah,
they treat it like a martial art. It's serious.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, I'm sure that would be a good fight as well.
Speaking of which, I wonder when Inoue is back.
Killer.
I haven't really heard much about him. I know he signed with Top Rank, but I haven't really heard too tough in terms of when his next fight is. Looking forward to seeing him back in action at some point. But yeah, so I guess those cards are the main ones. Definitely going to tune into the Chocolatito card. I mean that should be a cracker from start to finish. So that should be
the way he beat up Cal Yaffa.
Bro, and Yafai was good. Yafai is considered one of our best, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Long-time champion, super champion, very good boxer, technically really good. He got battered. Dropped multiple times. Yeah, it was peak. Yeah, Chocolatito is a demon. He's recovered really well as well from that back-to-back loss against the
Thai guy.
Rungs Vasai, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Yeah.
Because obviously, at that point, he was top of the world. Everyone said he was the best pound for pound. He was going up in weight classes each time, and he's small. So it's like eventually, your size is gonna account for. It's gonna go against you. Yeah. He's come up against a Thai guy who was just bigger than him, stronger than him, and obviously the first time it was a shock, because he was heavy. Remember, Chocolatito was heavy favorite.
Yeah,
and he got beat up by the Thai guy. It's like rah, ran it back. And the Thai guys did it again in, I think, even worse fashion. And I guess the hype cooled down on him, but he's really bounced back from those losses now, and he's seems to be back to his best. So, yeah, we'll see if he can replicate that against Estrada again.
Because Estrada beat that guy as well for his belt.
He did. I think I noticed as well that those divisions there, the quality is super high, and it almost comes like MMA. Like they all beat each other.
Yeah,
and it's not even an issue like one guy will win and then another guy will come and beat that guy, and then that guy who lost originally will come and beat the next. Like it's crazy.
They run it back.
It's crazy, man.
It's a shame there's not enough light on that division because
trust. Yeah, I guess their size and just goes against them. But honestly, they're such fun to watch, and the fights are so quick and explosive, man. So quick and explosive. And yeah, blink and you will miss it. So I can bank on those fights being really, really good. But let's call it a day there.
Yeah,
I'll cover a nice amount. We'll be back next week, guys, with another episode, some roundups, some previews, some breakdowns, all that good stuff. But yeah, this has been episode 28 of the Strap SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Cam.
I'm your boy Flows.
And please remember to subscribe, like, comment, all of that on all of our platforms. Peace.